So we've now got the radio back into the chassis. I've replaced the shoulder screw because that had come out. Get the aerial screw back in, reconnect the aerial wire. Get the aerial back into the chassis. Fasten back in. Nice and tight, nice and secure. And then we'll have that back together, the other shoulder screw. Back inside. Not a lot of people realise when they have these radios, this is the battery connector wire for a PP9 battery, but if you're not going to be using the battery, people just leave it running about inside loose, and because it's got the metallic contacts on there, obviously the battery connectors, sometimes when people move them, they move across and connect across the board, and that can also cause damage too. But what people don't always realise, and it doesn't tell you actually in the instruction book, is that there is a hole on the MDF side panel. And you push one of the battery connectors into there, and that stops it moving around. So that's the radio back together now. And just to summarise what we've done, we've changed the faceplate on the top because it was distorted, bent, had heated up somehow. I believe it was something to do with the capacitor that was in there having previously blown, and whoever's they've taken it to have it looked at, repaired, has changed the capacitor, put the incorrect value in. So I believe that's where a lot of the heat was coming from. It still didn't work after I changed it back for an original one, so the other obvious thing was the audio chip. I've replaced the audio chip. Tested it, put it all back together now, and now we're going to plug it in and see if it sounds as good as it should. There we go. Happens when it's raining.
Yes, it is the first Croatian piano concerto. She waited. On demo, this one, however.
Yeah, I've been going on demonstrations since I was 14-year-old.
Radio 2, my favourite radio station.
On the other
Radio 1.
Discovery Centre.
Classic. It's another one that I sometimes listen quite a lot to. I have no love of classic music aside from having it on in the background sometimes, well, quite often really, while I'm doing these repairs. It also gives me a benchmark from which to tune other radios in from. So there we go, another Roberts R250 saved from the scrap heap. Somebody obviously loved it enough to take it somewhere else and have it repaired, which they did a particularly bad job of. Thankfully it's ended up coming to me. I've fixed it how it should be fixed. I've used genuine original parts to restore it. Aside from needing a little spit and polish, it's complete and sounding great once again. Another one saved, another one broadied. Thank you very much.